Here we go, 225 yards or so away. Well, that's too bad. Okay, and this one to save the hole. All right, way closer than you were. Not a bad effort there. He might pull away even further with this next putt. This one to go to 4 up. And a 15-footer for him. I think this one's moving to the right. Oh, almost. Okay, you need this to win the hole. And now that your opponent has conceded that one, we can move to the next hole. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. Okay, the par 5 fifth hole at Pinehurst number 2. It's probably going to be gettable in 2, but it is the hardest green to hit on the course, so be careful. So that tee shot looks like it'll do. All right, let's see how he does.
I'm maintaining practice swings. Just to do that. That's diabolical. You hit a practice swing to go to that. Oh my God.
Here's our second shot on the 5th.
I'll hit the
That's not going to be good.
Man, should play my career first. My rhythm down. Diabolical. No, it don't matter. This dude not recovering. Bro.
And let's see what
Bro,
happens.
what are you
This
just
is his
conceding?
4th.
Oh my God. How many trees you gonna hit? Damn, I got my voice
Well,
chat
let's
on.
see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's get out of this bunker.
That don't even matter to me. Holy shit. Hold up.
He's hitting out of the beach here now. Let's see what goes down.
Yeah, bro. You might just wanna see this hole.
Oh my gosh, almost dumped it. Okay, let's see how he tackles this one. It's a very, very long putt. Looks like he started this one out right. And that's not a bad effort. And hopefully he can sink this. This one's for triple bogey. All right, it looks like your opponent is conceding
Thank
the
you.
hole to you. So that's good. That was a good hole, making up some ground on your friend here. Okay, the sixth hole is a par 3, and we're going to hopefully stick the green, because if not, there's a lot of trouble in the form of bunkers we might get into.
No way it curved that much.
Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. He's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. And he could have this sneak into the rough. Okay, that'll roll into the second cut. Here's our second shot on this sixth hole.
Mm.
Oh, how dialed
Oh my God, no way.
Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Good job out of the sand. Well done. This one's 23 feet away. Look at this one, breaking pretty hard to the left here. Well, this has my attention. Still on the track. Oh, somehow it doesn't go down. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. Yeah, that makes sense. Give your opponent that putt. I don't think we were going to take this hole anyway. Okay, we've got a par 4 ahead of us on the 7th.
Yo, in these 2 holes.
All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Didn't sound like your purest of strokes. Let's see how he does
You
under
both
the
suck.
sand.
LA period, BA period. They hearing it, believe they fearing it, but loving it though. Hate the game, fuck the fame, but I'm loving it though. You couldn't tell me in a million years. And and 1,000 bars that I roam the reservoir dog. So the world
Well,
what love was about.
we've got a closer look at this one, and it's plugged in the bunker. You're gonna have to be careful.
Flossing with X, busting checks, getting tattooed, all prints on your chest. I ain't mad, baby, get that cash. Make them making bitches kiss
Oh,
your
here we
ass.
go. Hitting out of some pine straw.
So I
Get
see
interesting.
how these gon' feel when I come through with the whip, with the D's on the wheel. Burgundy thing, cream gut, cherry wood, steering wheel, and be surrounded by
Might
the wing
not
on the
be
hood.
enough
They like
from the rough.
he rolled with rock.
Yeah, careful with this one. Off this pine straw. It's not the most predictable thing.
Let me tell, bunch of if A's in my Billboard charts.
Ah,
Ain't no way.
Mark did it. Setting up his third shot here.
Fuck being humble. Ain't no other way to end this. We ain't open up the door. We knock that bitch off the hinges.
Philly, Philly. Philly, where I'm from.
Welcome back to our Let's get going. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
And this one will be for double bogey. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2.
Let's go from
So let's see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Wow, what a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Just a short putt remaining here. Now 7 shots behind after that. We've arrived at a par 5. That's a big drive. Second shot here on the 8th. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard.
And this putt to be even with Tony Finau.
6 feet remaining to the cup. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. That was a little loose. Don't
No
expect a good
fucking
lie
shot.
here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh. He has this putt to save his par. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Second shot here at the 10th. This one could take a little bounce to the left. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Ooh. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This for par.
Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
How the fuck?
That's
Oh, I didn't
disappointing.
check my life.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Sitting at 4 over for the day. Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
No, don't that shit.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. He's currently tied for 14th. What do you think of the 14th?
Oh, bless you,
Par
number
5,
B.
575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Oh, almost an eagle. This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10. That was pretty straightforward. And he moves inside the top 10 with that. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
From around 170 yards here, 5 shots off the pace. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. A par putt on the table. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, this is going hard left.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And he'll drop to 3 over for the event. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
This putt to move into a tie for 9th. Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And he'll move into the top 10. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Now 4 back after that hole. Rich, the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio, very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one.